Oh, it's early, guys.
Good morning.
We had to put a light on. This is normal. This with the light helps out a lot.
Just a little studio lighting here.
Yeah. So it is chilly, but it's not terrible. It actually feels good. Maybe we match it. I didn't even. Oh my goodness.
I should have worn my Carhartt hat.
You're glowing. Look, I told you glowing. So we actually have a lot to talk about. We're actually really excited for this. Things are moving. Even though cold weather is coming, we don't know how bad it's going to be.
Hopefully not as bad as last year, is just all I'm thinking.
Yeah. So we're going to do everything in our power. We're a little more set up, stable.
Yeah.
Even down to the fact of, like, if we need to put stuff underneath the little porch area we built, at least it's not going to be covered in snow or ice or whatever if it rains. Just even little comforts like that make a big difference.
I think last year we had that deck.
No, I'm talking about that porch.
Oh.
Yeah. So, because it's cement slab on the bottom.
Yeah, okay.
Which, speaking of cement, we had the concrete crew come out, and they actually were like, we want to look at the dry pour. Mm-hmm. And they were actually fairly impressed with the dry pour.
Yeah.
And clearly it's never going to be like a professional finish, but they were like, dang, this like held up good. They're like, has it started to crack or break or anything? I said, there's only one spot when we were putting a post in, the edge of it broke. And she said, too much water on top. So if you've been around, you know that one.
Yeah.
So we are going to show you guys in the next Crocker video. We'll be posting Monday. We'll be showing you guys the whole layout of everything, all that. We discussed all the stuff yesterday with them, and we started getting rock delivered. Things didn't go smooth yesterday, but it went, and that's all you can hope for, really.
Yeah.
The Doghouse, if you guys watch the Crocker Life, we got that situated, which they stayed in last night.
And so you guys, we left the video where you didn't see what we did for a door.
Y'all jumped the gun a little bit, which I understand.
Yeah, so I started editing to get the video out too, and Jason did the door thing.
Yeah.
And there is, so I guess I'll just have to show you guys on the upcoming Crocker Life or something, but there's like where they can see out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
again,
they're not living in it.
Yeah, this is at night to keep them warm, or they can go in during the day to block the wind. It's just for wind blockage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And other people are saying too that the whole thing is too big to keep the body heat in, so then we should lock them in the other part, put wood up and all that stuff. The whole point is we only really have one older dog, I guess, at this point, but they are pretty decent at holding their potty. But if for any reason they need to, or need, even though the water will probably freeze at night, they need some food or whatever, they have an area to come out and be in rather than just in that one spot. So we still have more stuff to do to it, but you guys will see that. We'll do some more Crocker Life videos and stuff on it. But the fact that things are actually rolling with the concrete and trying to get that done and get it all situated, things are changing a little bit from what we originally were going to do. Not bad, but we'll discuss a lot more of that on the Crocker video. We're going to try to go into depth on that, and I think it'll really make more sense to get a visual to get all that. It's not just, hey, it's like,
because that's how I am, at least. I don't know how you guys are, but Jason can be talking, I'm like, I have to see it, and
I may not describe it. I can see it in my head, but I may not describe it fully.
Even if you describe it great, just sometimes I just need to see it. It just works better for me. So that might help some of you guys too. Yeah,
and then if you watch the Crocker video of disassembling, dismantling, destruction of the porch, first off, before, I don't know if you're about to say something. I don't know if y'all noticed this. I did in the video. I don't think you even noticed. When it fell off, it smashed right into the cement that we did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, squared in the middle of the slab that we poured, that we did. Not one mark on it. Not one crack, nothing. And that was
Dang.
dropping from probably 12 feet in the air.
And that
a
sucker
massive,
was...
probably, it was about 11, 12 foot long 6x6 post treated that's coming straight down on the slab and didn't even, you trying to mock me?
No,
Oh,
I'm emphasizing.
okay. They were dried out a little bit, but I just never know with you. I said treat, you said treat it.
That is like a way that
Oh,
I would.
yeah.
Tom.
Yeah, every time I would say that, it'll be fun. Fun. Jeremy started putting it out because I'd make fun of him. I guarantee it. Just things. That's how you know you're around people enough and that you're actually like pretty good friends is you just mock the other person.
Yeah. Well, you catch on to their little things.
Yeah. Stuff that you never know you do. And I never knew. This is a funny thing.
Oh.
I never knew that I blinked my eyes a lot and rolled my eyes until YouTube.
Really?
Because when would I ever look? I don't
Well-
look at myself. No one ever said anything.
Matt did.
As
Blink,
we were
blink, roll.
like kids, but I never it never made sense to me.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, blink, blink, roll, blink, blink, roll, blink, blink, roll. And I thought he was just being like, I don't know, just a mean
weird.
brother, because they call me Toothpick Big Head because I had a little body and big head. So I just thought it was things that I never knew that I blinked a lot and my eyes would roll. I had no idea until YouTube, and I was like, holy cow, this is crazy. And yeah, there's certain things like that you just don't know until you're around a lot of people or you physically see yourself and hear yourself all
I
the time.
didn't know that I just always left cabinets open.
Oh my god.
Until you pointed it out.
It's the worst. Every time I go somewhere, anywhere, it could be at the house in town, here, wherever, doing something, it's open. The only reason the fridge closes is because it comes back. But yeah, you and your mom are a lot alike with that. But it's supposed to be a little chilly today and overcast. Maybe the sun might come out. It's going to be a little rainy tonight. I know a lot of you guys are a little concerned about the doghouse, the roof, if it rained. Were we going to tape the seams? We're going to whatever. We're not 100% finished with it. And it's like I told Danielle, I said, we have the metal, roofing metal. We could put on, or we could put a tarp or whatever. It's very temporary. This is only for this cold snap.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't like the way it looks. It's starting to look like a little homeless shelter over here.
Yeah. It's literally to get by through this cold little bit and get them to where they want to go in there and get out of the wind.
Yeah.
Stay warm.
And I thought about a while back putting a heat lamp in the doghouse. You were 100% against it. Just because of the sole fact, if they're locked in at night and it were to catch on fire, it's a death trap.
Yeah.
And maybe
That's
during
a nightmare.
maybe during the day and stuff, we can kind of have it going so we can watch it, and if they want to go in there and get warm. But most of, just like any time ever over the last many years that you've watched us, these dogs will be outside playing in the cold weather. That's just who they are and what they like. It's just at night when you're trying to sleep and they're cold. And also, these are not inside dogs. These are not wussy dogs that all they know is inside. I'm not making fun of anybody's dogs that are just inside dogs. They're just built different.
It is very different.
Yes.
Country dog versus
An inside dog.
Yeah.
I mean, you see these inside dogs that go in the snow and they're like, don't even want to touch the snow.
These dogs get hyper.
Yeah. And before anyone ever gets upset with us right now for saying this, Jared and I lived together forever, and we had a white lab, and she was the most spoiled, prissy dog there was. Slept on the couch. If it was cold outside, she didn't want to go out there. She ate people food with this. She was just the most spoiled dog ever. But that's not what these dogs are. And then you would Google how, I don't know the right wording, the thermal layer of their fur is insane. Someone I actually saw just the other day on Facebook said you guys would be very surprised at how good their fur is. And they took a heat gun that sees nothing but heat and showed it. And their fur was so insulated, you couldn't see the heat. You could only see it on their face. And it was a dog laying there with its head down. And you couldn't even get the heat wasn't even coming off the body because it was trapped in the fur. It was only showing like the face. That's why when dogs curl up, they put their face down in there because it's just how it is.
It's like us in the zero rated sleeping bag. You just kind of
Yes. So before anyone gets upset or whatever, not just with us, any country dog, anything like that. Now,
there's a difference.
There is a difference between training a dog up outside on a tree with nothing,
or when the weather does get like
if it gets bad enough, we'll put him in the camper with us.
Yeah.
I don't know how Packer's gonna do, but he'll have to just figure it out. Maybe we'll lock him in the bathroom so he can just lay in the shower part. He's a big dog, and we even try to like let him come in the camper, and he's very iffy about it.
He's like, I don't.
Yeah,
know.
He's never been an inside dog, doesn't understand it. So sometimes, I don't know. I'm not trying to say the wrong things here, but before anybody that doesn't live this lifestyle judges people that live this lifestyle, do some research first before bashing somebody. I'm not going to bash you, which me personally, y'all know how I raise the dogs, and my way of thinking is let them be as natural as possible. They want to live a natural life. There were wolves at one point, not these dogs clearly.
Lowrider definitely.
They think they're wolves. They want to be outside and live and be as natural and roll in dirt and get in the water and eat meat, and that's the life they want. I personally don't like house dogs that are just inside and never go outside, and you know what I mean? Like they're just stuck in a little tiny yard or like an apartment. You gotta go walk your dog. You gotta play fetch with them. You gotta get that energy out. You gotta do all that stuff. And that was one of the things that I liked about Danielle when we first met. Was you're like, my dream is to go camping and take a dog with me and go hiking and do all stuff. That's what a dog wants. A dog wants to be in nature and do that. I literally would
go to Colorado and just be there for a couple days just to take Dexter hiking.
Yeah, and that's like a beautiful thing. And so we won't judge you for having your dog inside if you don't judge us for having an outside dog. And I think most people get it, but it's anytime we do a full video about animals, it's the comments are split. Either people are terribly mad at us for really no reason, or they're like, they're taking care of their animals. Like, what are y'all mad about?
Well, just a little bit of ignorance, which you mean well.
Yeah, ignorance doesn't mean you're stupid.
Yeah, no.
Google that one too. Yeah. The definition of ignorance.
It's just, and that's okay. Like, definitely understand because, you have a heart for animals, which shows, you care.
But so do we. We have a heart for them.
It's just different.
We wouldn't have 800 dogs if we didn't have a heart for them. It's not
trust.
What benefit are we getting outside of companionship from these dogs? A little bit of protection, I guess, but they're not livestock. They're not anything. Yeah. And even livestock, we try to get it the best we can. We may not do the big fancy things like some people, but we built a barn and they're in there, and realistically, they're not even probably going to be in the barn. Mm-hmm. They're going to be out and about. That's a livestock animal, but the fact that the concrete crew came out and checked everything, we are at the mercy of Mother Nature. You do not want to pour concrete within
2 days of...
Well, within 48 hours. A 48-hour period has to be above 40 degrees.
So
that water's got to dry enough. If not, it'll crack. And we're not spending thousands of dollars to have... They said a lot of concrete crews will do it, but these people will not do it because they're putting their name on their work. Yeah. And they will not, no matter what, even if it takes a month to pour, they would rather pour it right than pour it and bounce. Yeah. There are fly-by-night crews, and we're glad that we have the people we have doing stuff. So
they aren't.
Yeah. So we're very happy with that.
And the thing about Oklahoma, too, is it could be 16 degrees one day, and the next day, for a couple days, might be 60.
And then the next day might be a tornado.
And then it's going to be a blizzard or whatever. So you just... It could be a month, or even longer before we have that break, or just boom.
Yeah, we're could be have next week.
Yeah, you just never know. The good thing is that they're coming and they're going to get it set up and everything ready. So when there is that 2-day period, it's happening. Yeah. Everything's ready for it. They can be here and they can pour.
And I asked them, many questions. Things are changing a little bit. We'll tell you all about that in the Crocker video. But we discussed many different options, ways to make sure the metal on our house sits on it perfect, parts where the slab wasn't right originally, how to fix that, just everything. They took the time to make us feel important, I guess would be the right way to say it. So,
which is huge.
Yeah, I do have confidence that this will come out well, and we're just gonna be at the mercy of Mother Nature. So,
let's see.
Yeah, as of right now, we got a lot to do. We are doing everything we possibly can to get ready for this cold snap. Make sure the animals are good. Make sure we're good. Just everything that goes with it. There's a lot of prep work, and we're hoping for the best. And I hope for some reason, I know it's going to get cold, but I hope it doesn't get miserable. So
yeah,
and I hope that not just for us, for everybody. There's nothing worse than freezing.
Yeah, I think we are going to be missing a bunch of the snow and everything.
From what it's predicting.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. But, so, I hope you guys out there are prepared for it too. Yeah.
I'll just tell y'all right now, the biggest thing that you could possibly do if it's going to be cold.
Get your toilet paper.
Yeah.
Guys know how I feel about that.
Yeah, in my eyes is your power could go out. You may not be able to get wood to burn. You may not have a wood-burning stove. Spend $100 and go buy a zero-rated sleeping bag.
Yes.
A zero-rated sleeping bag will save your life in a pinch of not having heat.
Oh.
You get inside the zero-rated sleeping bag, and you're good.
Yeah, you just stay in there. Yeah, and you're fine.
Yeah.
Truly, it's... Yeah.
Layer up
Yeah.
and get in a zero-rated sleeping bag,
Well,
and you will be fine.
Isn't it more better, anyway, to be naked in there?
Well...
Not for us, but...
For us, baby. And we share a one person sleeping bag. Body
kidding.
heat, baby.
I'm just kidding.
Friction.
No.
Like this.
But is that the truth?
What?
That it's more better. It's better. I know that's not
To be in a
English.
sleeping bag?
Yeah.
I never heard that. I
They'll
do
tell
know that they say.
Comment down below.
I do know they say, like, outside in the cold, you don't want to start sweating.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, because then sweat will turn to ice. But I thought layering up was better than putting on just like a thick coat.
I mean, in the sleeping bag.
I don't know about that, girl. Who even told you this?
I thought that was just a thing.
I think.
Comment down below.
I don't know what boys you dated in the past, but they just try to get you naked in a sleeping bag, baby.
I've never been in a sleeping bag.
I'm just telling you.
You're probably the only person I've ever been in a sleeping bag with. That's special.
Naked?
Maybe.
Baby.
We're not talking. I guess we are married.
You were the one talking about it. All right, guys. Anyways, before she gets upset with me for telling y'all too much.
But I think I'm right.
I don't know.
Down below. I'm probably wrong, but I think I'm right.
Every time I say that, I don't think I'm wrong.
I would say you don't ever say I think I'm wrong.
Well, cause when have I been wrong?
People will tell you.
Oh, this time or next time. In my mind, I was right. Anyways, hopefully I'll have a good one. And no Crocker video today. I don't even know. I guess we said Monday through Friday, Crocker Life, everybody, everything.
Yeah,
so
everybody. But we do have. We might put out a Crocker Life.
We might put out a Crocker Life.
And just not post Sundays on Crocker Life.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot easier than a Crocker video.
Yeah. I always enjoy a Crocker Life video more than a Crocker video. I want to know what's y'all's favorite channel. Mine is Crocker Life because it's very just raw, real, unedited, and it's just us having fun. We're not having to build. We're not having to, like, we did build a doghouse, but that's more fun to do than build a big house and a big
Anytime
project.
you watch one, you always say,
I like this channel way more.
Yeah.
So, let us know which channel you like, and I'd be very curious to know. So, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Appreciate y'all. I don't think it's going to get any colder than this today, so that's great.
It's not bad.
Yeah, and the sun might come out. Then it's going to rain tonight, so when it dips below freezing and there's rain, that's not good. So we may wake up tomorrow to some of it being frozen, so we're going to try to put the tractor up, make sure the dogs are good, the animals are good, make sure anything that we have is just
all the
ready.
Fun winter prep.
Yeah.
It's just, you do it, every day you work on something for the cold to come, and then you're like, oh, there's 10,000 other things.
It's just the way it is. Part of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate you. And I guess Crocker Life video later today.
Yep.
All right. Bye.